Hi all. If you see me duck and do that, there's a buzzy thing. I do know the word fly, but it's not a fly. But I don't know if it's a wasp, a hornet. I don't know what it is, but it's big and it's horrible. And it's just appeared when I started filming. There's my luck. You probably can hear it. If you can, I'm really sorry, it's really annoying. But hi, how is everyone? It is Wednesday the 13th of February. It's actually about 5 to 2 in the afternoon. I've been busy. So I haven't put a vlog out. It's not that I haven't got anything to show you. I've had something to show you for about a week now. It's purely that I've not had the energy. I was editing a lot of the stuff I pre-filmed, and some of it was done on the old camera and the focus was terrible, so I've refilmed it all. You saw the setup video come out yesterday. This is part one of, oh my god, that's heavier than I remember. So I have Inklooms set up with stuff to film and show. It's just been a nightmare. But now it's all done on this camera, so the focus is much better. Because this refocuses from close up to further away really quickly, whereas the other one, when I was doing things, it was not focusing fast enough, so a lot of it was blurry, and there's a lot of important things that you need to see, especially in something like pickup patterns. You need to see what I'm doing. So I just decided to scrap all of the ones I pre-filmed and refilm everything again, so that's why everything's a little delayed. But anyone who knows me knows things end up delayed anyway because life gets in the way. But the last time you saw me I was working on the Pixie Coat. Finished that a little while ago and been on other things. Nothing else is finished. I actually finished it, disliked the hood, and so redid it because I was kind of making it up as I went along. I have her hood pattern, which is a really nice pattern, but it's wrote for a bigger yarn, and so I had to readjust it for that, and it took a few attempts to get it to sit on properly and not be too tight. And it's very long. I went with a really long one. She done a shorter one on the pictures you saw, but you'll see that in a second because that is finished. But I'm working on a couple of other things. So you hopefully remember I was working on this hairpin lace skirt pattern. There's all of these. There's 20 here of the next size, which I'm currently working my way through, weaving in ends and sewing together. So yeah, I've started the sewing together and weaving in ends. Duncan made them for me, bless him. He's been really helpful. While I work on some of the other stuff, he's been making the hairpin lace strips, and then I just weave in the ends and sew them together into the form I want. So he's already working on the next size, the next 20. So hopefully this will be done soon, but I keep getting distracted. I blame Jan. It's all Jan's fault. If you don't know who Jan is, Urban Gypsy Crochet, Jan Carruthers? I think I said that right. I'm really sorry, Jan, if I didn't. But I blame her. She sent me, well, she's been sending me lots of lovely links to patterns and things and pictures that she knows I like. But the last one she sent me was an Alf coat for Tunisian crochet, and it's so pretty that I started it. Now I did have the yarn that she called for in the pattern, which is King Cole White. I even have the exact colour that the pattern calls for, though I don't have enough balls of it. But I started with it, and you know what? I hate that yarn. I really hate it. It feels horrible, it feels rough, it hurts my hands. I can't work with it. So I have 4 balls up there that I have no idea what I'm going to do with. Because the colours are gorgeous, the yarn sucks. So instead, what I'm using is Stylecraft. Hold on a minute. I'm still here. It is, this Stylecraft. There we go. This is the wrong colour code I'm showing you because all of the balls I'm using are in the other room and I forgot to bring one in. But it's the Wonder Stuff, merry-go-round stuff. I'm using blue at the moment, though I will make one. I'm doing well here, aren't I? I keep popping off screen. I'm so disorganised. I thought I was organised. I thought I got it all here. I'm good, but I'm not. So this is the pink one. But I'm currently making it in blue, and I will make it in the pink after. So this stuff is Wonder Soft Merry-Round Double Knitting. And it's 100% premium acrylic, and it's really soft. I actually really love it. I'm trying to find the... Where's the sizing? I normally know where these are, but I'm... right in front of me, that's where it is. Oh. It's one of those days. Yeah, 294 metres, 322 yards per ball. So yeah, this is what I'm using. So I'm moving it, Sonia, and then they might be able to read it. But in the blue, this is how it's coming out, which is really pretty. So the point of this is you make a bunch of these flat strips. I say flat because I'll explain them there. They start off with one, if I won't say how many, because obviously it's someone else's pattern, but you start off with a certain amount. Then you're doing the Tunisian simple stitch. So look, not simple stitch, I'm sorry. You're doing the Tunisian knit stitch. So it looks like stockinette stitch, and naturally it curls a bit like stockinette. So hence curling, but it gets wider at certain points, and so that it's, you know, it's a fair bit wider by the end. So you're doing these straight ones. For the initial pattern size you got, you do 4, but it's really easy to adjust for different sizes. If you look at a pattern, you'll be able to see it. But so I've done the first 4 of these, and then she has you make 5 of the pointed strips. That's why I'm calling those ones the flats, because there's some pointed ones, and then they alternate to create the bottom of the skirt, and then you build from that point, because this can help give you your sizing. So it's a really good way of doing it, and I'm actually really liking it. In order to make in between sizes, because I'm using a 6mm hook. And the pattern calls for a 6.5mm hook, but I don't have one. So my sizing is a little smaller than hers. But this one I think is probably going to come out with about a size 14, which actually by pure coincidence turns out to be the same sort of size the other coat I made is. So it may be that I'll decide to do some extra strips and make it bigger. So that I've got 2 different size coats in stock. I don't want to have all 14s, you know. But if I was going to make a 16, I'd have to start with less stitches, make smaller wedges, or do a lot of decreasing around the waist. And I don't really want to do a lot of decreasing, it'll look bulky. So I'm just going to do the extra stitches, which will probably take me up to maybe an 18 or a 20 if I decide to do the extra, the bigger size. And then I'll worry about recalculating for the in-between sizes at a later date once I've completed the coat a few times and got used to it. The pattern is on Ravelry, so I will link it down below. She has it as a free pattern on her blog, in size small, but she's apparently, I think she said she's working on a medium and a large, and once she's got those done, I believe she's going to list it as a PDF for sale pattern, but I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's her plan. Now her sizing to me seems odd. She has her sizes wrote down on the pattern, and the size she uses for the waist versus the hips versus the bust, they don't add up to the sizes I find online for one size. There's several different sizes, so I'm guessing she's probably made it more suited to her actual body size and shape. So there is adjustments needed to be made to make it more generic size for me to be able to sell it or even to wear it myself, because I ain't that small. But it looks like it's going to be really easy to adjust. I meant to bring my phone in so I could tell you what the pattern's called, but I forgot. I'll link it down below. Unless Mally pops in, then I can get him to get it. But I think it's going to come out really nice, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I do have the pattern printed out, but I had Duncan copy and paste from the blog the written section, so there's no photos on it, so I can't show you the printed out form. But if I get Mally to pull up, hold on a minute. Hey, right, so I had Mally reading my tablet. So this is a picture from the Ravelry group. So isn't it pretty? So it's called Elf Coat, and it's by Regina Weiss, Weiss. I don't know. I don't know if you'll be able to read that. Yeah, I have no idea if you can read that. But it links to her blog, which is Moral Fibre. I don't know. There we go. And that's where you find the pattern. And it is a simple process to follow. She's really explained it and broke it down. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And I hope to make lots of them. But as this one's Tunisian crochet, I think I'm going to also redo it in single crochet and possibly knit as well, because it will be reasonably simple to mimic in any other stitch. So I might do several different versions of it. But for now, I'm just sticking with her Tunisian crochet one, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And they work up pretty quick. I've just been really distracted recently, so I have not done much. So yeah, hopefully that will start to be put together in the next day or so, because I'm about to do the pointed parts. But I really need to start weaving in ends and sewing all this together before I move on to anything, because it's been sat there waiting. Because, well, I like doing new things. I have startyitis. I keep doing new things. It's not helping. And I do have my TMA to get done by the end of the month, which I haven't done. I haven't even started. It's poetry. I like poetry, but this particular module course is putting me off poetry. I guess I'm more old school poetry. I'm not so keen on the poetry where you just basically chop up sentences and put them underneath each other so it mimics poetry, because that is poetry apparently now. I'm much more of not just the rhymes, but haikus and things where it actually has some proper sense of form. So yeah, it's been difficult, but you know, we all have our likes and dislikes. I don't like all art forms either, but hopefully we'll get there. We'll see. So yeah, I do have to do that. So I really need to make sure I don't start anything else, because between the skirt, the coat, the shawl, the 2 inkle looms, the paper making, I've got a lot on the go right now. And I need to stop making so many things in one go. I have an issue. I have a problem. Okay? But I'll get there. It'll get done. It means things are being done vastly out of the order I planned on doing them this year. But my main point of this year was to do what I wanted when I wanted. So if my plan has gone out the window, it's gone out the window, and I'm not stressing about it. I'm just enjoying things. So yeah, it's fun, isn't it? So I'll stop rambling a minute and I'll just take this off the tripod so I can turn it around and show you the... I might just turn the whole tripod around so I can show you the alpha coat, the pixie coat. I'm working on the alpha coat, the pixie coat. This is getting confusing. See you in a second. Okay, that's as far as the tripod's going to go back. So I'm going to go over there and move the coat a little so you can see the bottom and the back. Hey! Ignore the mess. So, pick it up. hopefully you can see. So it goes up, it's pretty long. I'm glad these are polystyrene, they're light. And then, so it's got quite a big hood. And then the point on that also goes really far. So I changed up the thick patterns to have, I went from doing 6 rows to doing 2 rows of each colour, and then down to 1 row of each colour for the bottom of this. And then I did it the opposite way round on the hat, so we've got the 6 rows of each colour, then the 2 rows of each colour, and then the 1 row of each colour. Though obviously because of the banding, the pink ended up with more rows. But I liked the banding to be the main base colour that I'd done it all on. So I haven't put any buttons or anything on it, but we'll get there. Coming back. Hopefully you saw that. I haven't got a clue. I'll watch it back, and if I don't, I'll refilm. Turning the camera around again, 2 seconds. Yeah, so hopefully you saw that, but it's finished, and I'm really happy with it. It is approximately a size 14. That is on a 14 mannequin, and it does have some room to actually close at the front, but I've not pinned it in place. You spot the little black cat going up along here, look. A lot of these little kitties come around in here. The squirrel's usually about somewhere as well. But obviously not when the cats are about. So it's usually a nice little wildlife area going on around here recently. It's been really nice. Though that black cat is a little so-and-so, he keeps pooping in my garden. At least he buries it and piles the leaves on top of it so we know where it is to clean up. But, oh well, yeah. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way that come out. But I think for future, I'm going to go down to a 4mm hook. That was done with a 5 because the pattern was for a chunkier yarn and they used a bigger hook than what the yarn would have been used for. So I went with the same method of going with a bigger hook than what you would normally use with that yarn. And it looks pretty. It is nice, but I think I'd prefer to have a little less. I mean, it's not wholly, but you know what I mean. So I think I'm going to go with a 4mm hook and do that next time around. And I'm also thinking I'm also going to do a single crochet version of that and a Tunisian crochet version of that because it would be really simple to do. So I probably will do different stitch patterns of that one at some point as well. I don't know how I will explain the change. I suppose I could just show you a swatch of the change of the stitch I did and then you'd be able to work out the rest of that because obviously it's not my pattern, I'm just changing the stitch on the pattern and the stitch counts to fit the yarn I'm using. So I don't know. I might just tell you what I used and you'd be able to work out from the pattern. Obviously that one is a paid for pattern, so you will have to buy the pattern from... Nope, her name escapes me. I told you all last time I showed you and I'll make sure it's linked down below anyway. Thank you for... Who was it? It told me I forgot to put the links in. Was it Cindy? I can't remember. I think it was Cindy. If not, I'm really sorry. But one of you informed me I forgot to put some of the links in last time round. So thank you very much. I've put them all in, hopefully. And hopefully I'll have them all in this one. If I haven't, please tell me and I will link. It's just I forget. I often forget what I've talked about in these videos by the time I come to editing them, let alone once I've uploaded them and do the description. So, you know me, head like a sieve, ramble on for anything. So yeah, if there's not a link for something that you're looking for, just ask, I'll pop the link in. But yeah, I'm really happy with both those patterns. I think they've come out really nice. Excuse me. God, sorry. This is ridiculous. But yeah, I'm going to make some bigger versions that are going to be for me and me only. But I'll probably make some bigger versions to sell at some point as well, because I'm sure there's other larger ladies who would like to wear items like that and not just the super skinny ones. So I'll make the bigger sizes. It just takes me some time to work out the math on some of them, because most patterns I find do have the smaller size for the pattern, but it doesn't take much to upgrow them. It's just a matter of working out how many stitches and rows you're adjusting to while keeping the arms at a sensible size, because a lot of places I find when they're making clothes bigger for us bigger ladies, they just literally scale the whole thing up. But the problem is most of us don't have ginormous arms, and we end up with armholes that we can fit our head in, which is ridiculous. So I try to keep the armholes to a more sensible size. And my other problem is I'm really short. I'm 5 foot. So this is touch the floor on me, and the sleeves come down to about there on me. But obviously on a normal sized person, that's going to be a little shorter on them. So it's a matter of working out the lengths as well for an average person. I have a little trouble working out how long things should be. So if anyone wants to give me their heights and measurements, I'll take them. You can private message me them. That's Mally telling me my food's ready. You could just send me a private message through my Facebook group or something, or email me. But if you could give me like your bust, your hips, your waist, your leg length, from your hips, your torso, body length, your arm width, you know, inches preferably, but I'll take whatever and I can convert, just so that I can have an idea of the varying sizes needed. Because we're not all one size fits all. And it would be nice if I could offer something that would fit a reasonable amount of people. I don't want to have something that's wide enough for someone but it's way too short, or it's way too long. I want to offer a variety of sizes. So if I can get some actual measurements from actual people instead of shop measurements, that's how I've been doing. I've been Googling different shops and their sizes, and they're all different. None of them are the same. So I'm working on guessing for anything that's not my size. So I say this one I've done is approximately 14, and it fits on the 14 mannequin. But I know that that will fit some 16s and it will fit some 12s, because each of our bodies are different. So yeah, if anyone wants to share their body sizes, please do. You don't have to give me your weight or anything. I just could do some measurements so that I can work my sizes against those, to try to get a better fitting garments, instead of feeling depressed every time we go into a shop and find out, well, it fits around the bust but it's too tight around the belly and it's 10 inches too long, or around the other ways, you know what I mean. So yeah, I'd like to design clothing that's for a wider range of women, if that makes any sense. Right, I'm gonna go. I'm 99% sure there's something I've forgotten to tell you, but I have no idea. So maybe I'll add more into this later, or do another vlog in the week. I don't know. I'm not going to say I'm going to do anything because everything just keeps getting changed. But hi to my new subscribers, by the way. Nice to see you all coming along. I don't know which videos are bringing you in, so why don't you let me know if there's something you want to see more of. The second Inkoloom one, the one I actually picked up at the beginning, that one's already edited and ready to go up, so that will go up maybe tomorrow. The alphabet one isn't edited yet. It's set up but it's not done. So that one will go out in a couple of days. And I've decided I'm going to release the Inkolooms first, so that no one's waiting around for each part, because it's 3 parts, so they can see the different variations on all of them, and then I'll release some of the other stuff. But I still don't know what I'm releasing when. There will be a video on working with beads and lace and blocking, but I'm still not sure how and when I'm going to do each one. We'll see. I'll probably just see what takes my fancy on each day and release whatever one I fancy releasing. Though obviously if I do bead ones and lace ones and blocking ones in a certain order, it might get confusing. Yeah, if I do the blocking before I've actually shown you how to do the actual square, that might be a bit of annoying. It might not bother some, but it might bother others, so I probably would do the squares and the beaded and the lace and then the blocking, so you can see me blocking those ones I've created rather than the other way around. I don't know. Depends on my mood, I suppose. We'll see. I'm going to do some more 5D painting at some point. I haven't done any in ages and I miss it. Yeah, I'm going to go. My food's getting cold. I miss talking to you all. I really do miss it. I've just been so everywhere that finding the time to sit down, show you things, chat to you, edit and upload is becoming a little hard right now. I need to calm myself down. But I don't want to. While I'm happy and enjoying things, I want to continue happily enjoying things, you know, because it's hard to come by being happy and enjoying things, so I'm just enjoying it. Can I say enjoying much more? I'll see you all later before I make an even bigger fool of myself. You take care. Bye.